Inspirational Athlete of the Month, sponsored by Ramsey Crookall. Today I've taken the opportunity to speak to Barry Dawson because Barry does an incredible job with the Special Olympics team.
Presently I'm head swimming coach. We've got people there with all kinds of disabilities, mental disabilities, physical disabilities, recovering from injury and stroke as well. We meet up there every second Monday. I have a great little army of people that help out up there as well.
Now we met just down at the Utmost Wealth Swimming Championships recently, obviously, that we covered, and the response and from everyone watching, the spectators, and also people watching the coverage in the sport package, it was immense. People really are enjoying seeing the involvement of the team, aren't they?
They are, yes, yeah. It's great to be included in these events. Some years ago we participated by ourselves and there was no visibility from the people on the island, but now we get included, which is fantastic for the organisation. It's fantastic for the swimmers that we've got to compete on the same stage.
And it's not just swimming that you've been involved with. I mean, I need to talk to you about the snowshoeing as well. Yeah. What's that about?
In the World Winter Games for the Special Olympics, they have an event, snowshoeing, which is basically running on the snow with snowshoes on, which are about a metre long.
Especially the Isle of Man, we've got no snow.
It is, yeah. So with not having any snow, what we do, we train on the beaches. We had the World Games in Austria last year, and the athletes all won medals, which I was absolutely made up with. Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? Coming from the Isle of Man, they're obviously able to meet medal requirements and just go. I mean, it's just phenomenal, isn't it? Your team now, what are they up to at the moment, the swimming team?
Training hard. The next games that we've got officially for the swimming team is the Gibraltar National Games. The next bigger games after that is the World Summer Games in Abu Dhabi.
You get to travel to some amazing places and also meet some amazing people. Was it back in Dublin 2003, I think you were saying, that you met some crazy, amazing celebrities? Tell me who you met.
Nelson Mandela did a very inspirational speech to everyone. So there must have been 90,000 people there.
And how do the athletes react to that?
Athletes are wonderful. You know, some of the celebrities that come on stage, they all know them, recognise them from the TV. We had Muhammad Ali and Stevie Wonder and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
What is it that you enjoy so much about your job?
I love seeing the athletes participate in an event that they might not get to otherwise, but seeing them actually compete and get better, an improvement, go to an event and win medals, for me is just the icing on the cake.
Well, talking about Special Olympics, I'm sat with two special athletes, and Julie Naylor, I'm going to come to you first. I saw you at poolside at the NSC in the gala.
That's right.
You swim, don't you?
Yes.
So what's your favourite stroke?
My favourite front crawl.
Front crawl, okay, why is that?
I love it. It's really good.
Does it make you go faster?
Yes, it is.
Do you swim every day?
Every day, yes.
Every day?
Every day.
Do you mind getting your hair wet?
Yeah.
You do mind, or you don't mind?
I don't mind.
Okay, so let's talk about the Special Olympics then, because you went to Los Angeles, didn't you?
That's right. Yes.
How was that?
Fantastic.
Did you not mention to me before that you got a ribbon?
Yeah, that's right.
So everybody gets a ribbon for obviously partaking, don't they?
Yes, if I can part.
Julie's very special at her swimming, isn't she? She does an incredible job, Barry. You know, what makes Julie so fantastic at what she does?
She's just an ambassador for the club. She works really, really well. She takes instruction well, and she's very good. The camaraderie that she has with the other athletes as well, it makes it a pleasure to actually look after her.
Julie, he's just telling me that you behave yourself, is that right?
That's right.
So you listen to instruction very well, do you?
Yes, I do.
And you're happy now that you're obviously also going to the NSC and competing in the galas every year too?
Yes.
Amazing. So, Nikki, we've got to talk about your cycling, because apparently you were doing equestrian in the Special Olympics. However, now you're cycling.
Yeah.
You cycle very different, don't you? How do you cycle?
I bike forward.
You just told me something very different off camera. You do not bike forward at all. You cycle backwards, don't you? Do you cycle the pedals backwards?
Yeah, but that way.
Yeah, that way. You see, you're being cheeky now. You're not telling me the truth, aren't you?
No.
Barry, confirm this for me, please.
She does cycle backwards, yeah.
Now, we've got to talk about they're on static bikes, though, aren't they? They're not
actually
on the roads.
Yeah, static bikes, exercise bikes. But we did have a bit of an issue to start with, because cycling backwards actually undoes the pedals, and we had an issue with some of the pedals falling off as Nikki was cycling. So they're extra tight now.
Pedals are falling off when you're cycling.
No, not pedal, no.
That is extraordinary, and makes it easier for you to cycle, does it, that way?
Exactly, yeah.
You couldn't cycle like that on the streets, could you?
No.
No. So what do you prefer, cycling or equestrian?
Great in the horse riding.
You prefer equestrian horse riding, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. I mean, fantastic, obviously,
Yes,
with
yeah.
Nikki too, isn't it?
Yeah, we don't do equestrian at the moment, so she's specialising in the cycling.
So when are we next going to see Julie out in the swimming pool competing, Barry?
Tomorrow night, actually, we have our regular session is a Tuesday night at the NSC.
And what about
So
competitions?
competitions in February, we've been invited to the Swimming Association Gala down at the NSC. And then after that, we need to pick teams for Gibraltar, an event in the summer. And then the next big event is Abu Dhabi in the World Summer Games. But
Summer Games.
we haven't picked a team for that yet. So
You get some
we've got
travelling,
we've got a
don't
lot
you?
of people to pick.
You must get lots of air miles.
Yes.
Goodness me. And what is your favourite place that you've been to?
Into the SC.
And at the NSC, compared to Los Angeles or going to Abu Dhabi, it's
Yeah.
the NSC.
Yes, right. Yes, so Barry's been great to us.
He is a great coach, isn't he?
Great coach. Do you know what? Best friend that I ever met.
Thank you, Julie.
It is amazing, obviously, what you do, and it is inspirational. And I think it's wonderful that you work with the likes of what we've just obviously met with Julie and Nikki, and
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
see how much they love what they do. Julie has got a great relationship with you as well.
Yes, yeah, it's wonderful to get that interaction back from the athletes. We meet in the centre here, we're in Centre 21 in Douglas. On a Monday night we have a Keep Fit session, and there's maybe up to 45, 50 people come along, and when you come in you get 50 hellos, and it's so nice rather than just be
And lots of hugs as well.
Yes,
Lots
yeah.
of hugs too. They're
It's
so
not,
appreciative.
It's not like being the teacher at school. People genuinely do like you, and it's lovely to get
Well,
that
keep
back,
up the
yeah.
great work,
Yeah, yeah.
because you really are doing an amazing job for the Isle of Man. Thanks, Barry.
Thanks, Joe.